Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and welcome to my next in a series of Thanksgiving table favors and napkin folds. I hope you will stay tuned to the end of the video so you can see a fun napkin fold that will go with this table favor using this napkin. But for the favor, I'm using Beauty of Tomorrow and the coordinating Beautiful Leaves die set, which is in the holiday catalog, and it's the Beauty of Tomorrow bundle. I'll be using this image here and this die to cut it out. So to get started, I'm using a piece of designer paper, and I'd like to say that you can use what you have on hand to do this. I tried to make these easy where you can do these, assemble these quickly and add such a beautiful accent to your Thanksgiving table. So this paper is from the Blackberry Beauty specialty paper, and it is cut at 6.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score it at 2 and 6 inches. Let me get my Simply Scored scoring tool, and we're going to put that 8.5 side up at the top, and we're going to score at 2 and at 6. Then we're going to turn it. I forgot to write this on my note. This will be the bottom, and it's scored at 1. So let me change that for you in case you're taking notes. So you'll turn it and then score it 1 inch for the bottom. So what I designed this package for is to hold a hot chocolate packet or an apple cider packet mix, the little mixes you can buy. And so we have to do some assembly here. So first I'm going to fold on the score lines. These can also be used if you want to put names on them as place cards, at each table setting. I'm just decorating them on this one particular, just like a little table favor. Okay, I'm going to get my paper snips, and I want to show you how I'm going to cut. Let me see if I have a pen. Okay, so we have 2 rectangles on each side that are going to be cut off, but I'm also going to cut in a little bit of a wedge on this center panel. So I'm going to cut here and here, and then again here, and then across. Okay, all right, so let me go ahead and cut that. And you don't have to draw lines. I just wanted you to see what I was going to do before I actually took the snips to it. I think this little angled cut here on this centerpiece gives it a pretty finished look, because that folds up over these 2 side flaps. Now I've also found that it helps to just take a thin slice, and I'm just going to angle it a bit, call it a thin slice of pizza, skinny pizza, on both of these ends too. You don't have to do this, but I found that the closure is much neater when you do. Okay, let's get rid of these scraps, and then I'll show you how you put it together. So this side is a little shorter, okay, in width, and this goes over there, and you're going to put adhesive here. Then the bottom is going to fold up where you have a little pouch. Now the hot chocolate packet has a little bit of depth to it, so I wanted to show you how I put this together so it wasn't so flat and it would be too bulky for the package. So what I'm going to do is take some Stampin' Seal Plus. You could use your favorite adhesive here. I'm just doing this because it's a quick way to get it done. Put it right there on the edge on this left-hand side, and then I'm just going to barely meet these and close them. Okay, so I'm turning down the little bit of adhesive that was over over the edge of the paper there. And I'm just going to come across here and match the top. And you see how I'm leaving that open a little bit? That's to give it the packet a little room. This also gives you room if you're going to put some candy or mints in here, okay? So then just give that a good press, and you've got more of a dimensional packet like that. Then I'm going to come up with this, okay? And this will be a little bit flatter, but still you're going to have that dimension there to hold that packet nicely. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up. I'm not going to press too hard and flatten that out. So see what we have there? So I'm going to put this Swiss Miss in here. And there you go. See, it fits just fine. So now let's embellish it. Okay, I have this stamp from that Beauty of Tomorrow set. And I just cut a piece of very vanilla cardstock at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 just to give myself room for stamping, coloring, and die cutting. So with this, I wanted the stems like in an olive, a green, and these in more of, I decided to go with Cajun Craze to go with my napkin. But you know, you can choose whatever you'd like and to match your napkins. And so I'm going to take the brush tip of the old olive marker and go and brush it over the stem and the leafy parts of this particular stamp. And so see how the stem comes up through here? I'm just going to very easily do that. And don't get too particular with if it gets on the other little floral pieces. It's okay. It still makes for a beautiful image. And these, you see the fine lines in that? It really picks up the ink well when you're brushing on this. Now these two markers I'm using are from the Regal's set of Stampin' Write markers. You can buy our markers in individual sets by color family, the 4 main colors, neutrals, subtles, regals, and brights, plus the 2 sets of in colors. Or you can buy the full set, which I have recently done, to have to travel. And that way I know I'll have all of my Stampin' Up! Colors with me. Okay, so now I'm going to put that away and get the Cajun Craze and just go over the little blossom buds. So again, use the side of the brush tip so you don't damage that point, and just pull it on through there. Let's see. There we go. And I always go over it a little more because I want some vibrant color there. And now, when you color with your markers, you know, it's been a while since little minute since I've colored the old olive. If you breathe on it, okay, your breath moistens the ink. So I'm going to blow, okay, and then I'm going to stamp. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I love that. Love that marker technique. So now what I would do is run this through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with this die that cuts it out perfectly. And I do have one done for somewhere here. Here it is. Here's the one I've already cut out. And I thought it needed a little bit more to make it just really stand out from that package. So I took some of our gold shimmer ribbon. You could use whatever ribbon you'd like. And I'm just going to tie a bow. This is about 8 inches. If you know, you can see how I'm struggling a little bit. 12 inches would give you plenty of room to tie a bow, but I just wanted you to know that you really could do with 8 inches. And by all means, if you can tie your ribbon into a bow while it's still on the bolt, that way you kind of see exactly how much you need. This is just an estimate. So I'm doing this, pulling those, I want those little loops there to not be too big. There we go. All right, I'm going to get my ribbon scissors and just trim this up a little bit. Okay, then I'm just going to use a mini glue dot and put one on the back. Where is it? There it is. Put it behind the knot. Okay, then come over here and just put it down there like it's almost a little bouquet. And then I'm going to angle it a bit to glue it on the front. So it's a very simple design, but when you add it to your table setting, it really pops and makes for a pretty design. So I hope you'll give that a try. Stay tuned now to see the napkin fold that we have to go with this Thanksgiving table favor. Okay, so Jackie is back with another napkin fold, and what's this one called, Jackie?
The pocket. It's called a pocket fold. What I saw easiest for me to learn this was to go up one time, and then you're going to split this in thirds. So when you come back, you do a fold to where that's about a third of that. Then you flip this over this way. Be sure you don't flip it this way, because then the pockets won't be deep enough. And then you're just going to fold it in half, and then fold it in half again, like so.
Well, that's neat how that holds the...
And if you would have come in this way, see, it wouldn't go down.
Oh, yeah, okay. I like that. And for this one, we have our little hot chocolate packet that you can just lay across there, and that makes a really pretty presentation. So I hope you will give that one a try, and we'll be back with another one tomorrow. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.